we go, where the leaves are the star. Like, boom, here we go. 1, 2, 3 pieces. 200 people have already said, I want it. Guess what? These have been popular whenever we bring the Summerberry Coral Bells on QVC from Roberta's, but they've never been this price before. First day at this price. Never before. 3 easy payments of $7.99. Technically speaking, here, Derek, what is a coral bell?
Well, this is where the leaves are the star of the show. We've got year-round color with these because they don't die back in the snow. What I love about this is that you're going to break up the monotony of just green, the sea of green in your garden, with silvers and eggplant purples and bright reds and, color-changing foliage like this one, which sometimes it looks more like autumn colors.
Wow.
Other times it's more like sunrise. So what I love about this is that in these images here, and especially in this image, just imagine without the coral bells there, you've got nothing. You just got green. That's all it is, boring. Green and brown. Now you really break it up. You add a whole set of dimension and character to your garden. But here's the very best part. These are problem solvers, Rick, because they are full to part shade lovers. You typically
shade.
Yeah, you can't have color in full shade.
So I was talking
most
earlier
of the time.
around a tree, for example, where you
That's
normally
right.
mulch, right? Keeping the moisture in. So let's get really down into the basics here.
Yes.
A lot of people on the line. So I want to get right to it. I want to get these now. You're going to plant them when it's time. These look relatively like petite when you get them, but then get ready, get set, right?
That's right.
Look out, because these are going to start to explode.
All right, so what we've got here, each one of these containers is 2 in each container of the first season. So
the first season.
This is basically 2 collections that you're seeing, but
so for under $50,
yeah, I mean,
you could get this.
This is big. I mean, this is a big plant. So one of these collections will do half the size, but I picked up 2 and I planted them together in containers to show you just the real size that they can get.
Yeah.
And why I love these.
These are amazing. And these are not faux.
Once they hit full size, there's no point in time where they go dormant or die back. They're always out, even in the middle of the winter time.
You're going to get this color.
That's exactly
right. How
right.
rare is that?
Now, it's very
color?
rare. I want to show you. So first and foremost, this is the silver berry. Now on the front, it is silver colored, and in bright sun, it really reflects the light just like silver would. But look at the back. It's a beautiful eggplant color.
That's amazing.
Now we've also got here, this is the goji berry. Now this one looks a little bit green, which I love, but on the back side, you've got like a strawberry iridescence there.
And we're not done.
And then finally, we've got the coral berry. Look at that beautiful veining. Looks very stately, like something from a luxury garden.
And they're big leaves too.
Yes, and again, that strawberry on the back. And this is year-round coverage, year-round color, spring, summer, fall, and winter.
So for you guys, for your family, you have these. I'll bet you have these.
Tons of these on my property.
You do.
They fill such a space.
Yeah.
Because think about all the areas where typically you can have nothing but boring green hostas. Now you can grow color that doesn't die back.
Okay, now people are doing this. They're getting it. I love the size story, the color, the leaves, the ever color that you're getting. How tall would they get if we're layering and put these in our lives now?
These only get about 1.5 feet tall. So these are definitely, they're
right?
above. Yes, they're above your ground cover status.
Yeah.
But
below the big roses.
Yeah, below the hydrangeas that you've seen. But what I love about these, Rick, for me, because these go in full to part shade, after you get these rooted the first year, typically those are the places in our yard that stay a little bit more moist to begin with. I do nothing, I mean, truly do nothing year round. And I also love coming home after a long day of work here at QVC in the middle of January, and I still have something alive in my yard to look at. It's so fun. It's one of those almost like ultimate gardener secret plants.
Yeah, right. So 6,000 is how we began the season, 2024. We're now down into what? 6,000 picked up since we began this season, but 4,500 remaining. These are the shots.
Yes.
Now tell me about the green, the bright green.
Now that you're going to get some of that green from the coral berry.
Okay.
I mean the goji berry.
Will it change the colors?
Yeah, they change color. The only one that really changes is the goji berry. The silver berry is pretty static, and the coral berry is pretty static.
They look
but I
beautiful.
love this because I mean, just imagine all those spaces without these and how boring that is. They have this ruffled, perfectly shrub nature.
Yeah.
Put it in your containers, just thriller, filler, spiller.
I could also, like in the previous shots, I could see, now that I'm thinking about it, like corporate parks and stuff would use these because they cover so much area.
And
it always looks beautiful. It's
so
low
right.
maintenance. It's like, well, why?
It's
if
a
good enough
set
for that
it
one,
and forget it.
Right.
But it's like you don't forget it because they make such an impact in the yard. Even in containers, they look beautiful. And again, you know, we're typically, we garden for flowers. Here, the flowers are not the show. The show is the foliage.
And they are also shade friendly.
They're full shade friendly to part shade friendly. Here you can actually see the flowers. They're these little wispy stems, and that's actually how they get their name, coral bells. They look like little bells, but realistically, we're doing this for the leaves. The beautiful color of those leaves, which is year-round present. Another thing too is these are typically very expensive and hard to get at the big box stores and the local garden stores. You have to pay a bunch of royalties on them. We go straight to the breeder. There's no middleman. It's the best.
You're loving, obviously. We got one more item in the show. We got the hydrangeas coming up next, the star of the second hour. So stay tuned, stay tuned. It's a 2-hour Roberta show. Everything's on sale, everything. Okay, now this is something that is so special